Thank you very much. So I am really, 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 really deep excited to be here. And I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you in the last two conferences. I want to thank the organizers for inviting me. Thank you for coming to listening to all the lecture, all the activists who shared their experience with us. And I feel really well, even if I have to leave today afternoon, and I have not more time to learn from all of you and to be there to discuss about your experiences. So the reason I have to leave is that we have a big event tomorrow in London. It's about the atrocities in 2019 in Iran. We had a big event in November and February about a people tribunal in London. And tomorrow, the judges will travel from South Africa, from Ukraine, from all other places of the world to come to London and to publish their judgment about that. And it is really important event, which I am proud and honored to be one of the organizers of all these people tribunal. And in that matter, I want to say and to repeat what Harvey Milk said: we have to go in political changes and to take power there. So that's why I tried all the years to be part of the political discussions in the Iranian community and in Germany. And I hope we can continue and to make the big changes that all of us are trying and fighting for that, trying to achieve. So I am honored to be one of the speakers here, and I wanted, when it was the other situation in my country, maybe I would try to speak about the anti-gender movement, about all the issues that all of us are challenging with now, and about the situation, backlash of the lesbian rights, human rights in all the world. But if you allow me, I want to focus on the situation of women and LGBTIQ people in Iran. I can remember the first efforts that some of you have tried to do as organizing a lesbian conference in 2016, and after that 2017. You invited me, when some of you remember, to be part of that. I ignored that because I thought they will not do that, really a serious job. I go to other workshops. I go to the regional meetings, and I ignored that. And I want to say here that I apologize for that, because I think the most important thing is that what you did to focus on lesbian existence. That was for the people who did it. This applause was for them. Thank you. So this year's event, once again, is taking place during a time where women's rights and LGBT rights are under severe attack. From the recent Supreme Court ruling in the US to the brutal murder of Mahsa Amini and the death sentence of Sara and Elham in Iran, we are witnessing the life-threatening decisions the patriarchy continues to make for women's bodies and the LGBTI community. Jyan, Azadi. Zan, Zendegi, Azadi. Frauen, Leben, Freiheit. Women, life, freedom. In every language, whether in Kurdish, Farsi, English, or German. This widely used slogan during the current protest in Iran has the same powerful message that women everywhere have united for their right to life, their right to freedom, their basic human rights. Mahsa Amini, also known as Jyan Amini, a 22-year-old Kurdish woman, was beaten to death in a police custody on September 16, 2002 in Tehran. Arrested by the so-called morality police for simply showing too much hair. She paid the ultimate price with her life. It is more than hypocritical, more than absurd, that according to the Islamic regime, it is morally more reprehensible for a woman to show her hair than it is to take that young woman's life. To hell with their false morality. Mahsa Amini died of her brain injuries while we were busy attempting to save two other women on the other side of Iran, in the city of Urumia. Sara and Elham, the two young women arrested for openly and publicly speaking about their lesbian lifestyle. Sara and Elham were sentenced to death by the Revolutionary Court of Iran on August 10, 2022, for corruption on earth, a bogus and vague charge designed to deter LGBTQI members from being outspoken about their experience. Corruption on earth defines everything for them. It's no detailed explanation about that. While we were collecting over 80,000 signatures for the petition to save Sara and Elham, contacted and met with other human rights organizations and government officials, ran a successful social media campaign, thanks to all of you, and remained hopeful that maybe, just maybe, there was a chance that we could prevent Sara and Elham's executions. We were suddenly hit with a turn of events with Mahsa Amini was killed. So, to be careful not to hijack the protests in Iran, we had to be silent about the situation of of Sara and Elham. So we need time to be able to make a bridge between these two death penalties and Mahsa's death, and to find out that we can talk about the resource of both of the discriminations situation. The brave men and especially women of Iran are currently taking to the streets once again. In spite of the police brutality, they were met with in November of 2019 during the so-called Aban protest, where over 1,000 young Iranians gave their lives, got injured or arrested for their call for freedom, and women are risking it all again by burning their compulsory hijabs on the streets. Compulsory hijab is just one of the many oppressive and degrading tyrannies of the patriarchy against women's bodies. It is now more than ever important to revive the conversation surrounding the reality of being a woman. Being a woman means to be judged, controlled, belittled, objectified, and discriminated against simply based on the body that we live in, regardless if we are happy with that or not. From vague gaps to the inequalities in social roles, experiences, and safety, we are obligated to return to the basics of feminism to highlight the struggles women face on a daily basis. While women and LGBTI members are always the ones suffering the most from heteronormative patriarchal ideologies and laws, they are also always the ones on the forefront of every fight to make life on this earth a little more livable and lovable. Not just for themselves, but for everyone, It is because of the Mahsa Aminis, Saras, and Elhams of this world. It is because of you and me and the thousands of women and lesbian women before us that the world has progressed towards justice, tolerance, acceptance, and healing. And while we celebrate every success, small or large, we have to remain focused and work for our goals. The work is not done. Sara and Elham remain on death row. Mahsa is no more. We all are Sara. We all are Elham. We all are Mahsa. Thank you very much.